What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Boosie recently appeared on DJ Vlad's show, which is called Vlad TV, and he is frequently on there as a guest. All right, and we all know Boosie in the hip hop world. He's very outspoken, sometimes controversial, especially his Instagram page. But DJ Vlad, pretty much weighed in on Rihanna being pregnant before being married. And, Vlad, made a very interesting point. He says, you know what? I was a little bit disappointed that Rihanna did not get married because look at the people of her caliber and then look at her peers, Jay-Z and Beyonce. And once he was kind of going on that route, Boosie automatically interrupted him. He says, listen, F that. It's what makes you happy. Don't nobody give a damn about peers. She's a billionaire. Why does she got to follow somebody else drip for? And pretty much, okay? Now, I will say this, that Rihanna is wildly successful. She's dating a man and is pregnant by a man who's not as successful as her, okay? But Boosie believes that, listen, you don't need to get married. You're a billionaire. I don't know if that's because Boosie has 8 kids by multiple different women. He did say marriage is not for everybody. But, and he talked about, a lot of married people are still cheating. I understand that. But I think fundamentally what we are missing out here is what about the impact of these children that come up in these single parent homes? We see it all across Black America. I mean, we see it in cities like Atlanta, Black cities like Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit. Not every Black woman in these cities are doing bad. Hell, in Atlanta, sisters doing very well, right? And we always feel that because somebody is financially able, that they're able to still become a single parent. Now, Rihanna's case, she's with A$AP Rocky. I don't know how long that's going to be, but obviously, for whatever reasons, legalities, he doesn't want to marry her or she don't want to marry him. Here's the skinny on these things. All right. Rihanna is not getting married to Jay-Z. And I hate to say this, but I'm gonna be controversial here. Rihanna couldn't get anybody as successful as Jay-Z. That's why she's dealing with A$AP Rocky. Now I know what you guys are gonna say, she's a billionaire. Couldn't get a Jay-Z. Couldn't get a Nas. Couldn't get a guy she just couldn't. For whatever reason, couldn't. Chris Brown, okay, that didn't work out. We all know what happened with that. But the situation also is this. It's also bad for other young women to see this. Because see, what Boosie is saying is, well, she's a billionaire. Women will go out and be like, you know what? Well, Rihanna's doing it. I should be able to do it. And Boosie's from Baton Rouge, right? Baton Rouge is the home of criminality in the South right now. You're hearing Baton Rouge even more than New Orleans in many cases. Why? Because you have how many single parent homes, no father in those houses, and chicks getting pregnant by these guys, and there's no stable infrastructure for these children. And I'm kind of with Vlad. Hey, somebody of your caliber should have gotten married. He's right. And everybody ain't for getting married. Okay, well then everybody shouldn't be having kids. I mean, look at Boosie, for example. Boosie has 8 kids by many different women, drinking, getting high, doing whatever else. Do you honestly think that Boosie is always in his kid's life every day? He can't, probably. He has too many baby mamas. All right? You think the kids get to spend the kind of time that they like to spend? No. Now, I know we're talking about, well, she's a billionaire, but what does that got to do with the child having a strong father figure in his life if her and A$AP Rocky breaks up? How many kids are getting part-time dads? And when you look at why we're at the bottom as a group of people, it's because there is no cohesion in the family unit. And we got to start thinking about people getting married and start thinking about kids. All right? Because people want to do whatever they want to do and then have kids, but their bad decisions impact the children. And we keep forgetting about that here in America. The children are the one that get the short end of the stick. When Boosie wants to go out here and have 8 kids, it's his children. His lack of availability. They get the short end of the stick Nick Cannon don't want to get married anymore. He want to have all these kids. A lot of times by IG models. Women who are probably not ready to be really good mothers. Guess what? His kids get the short end of the stick. Even his child recently, Nick Cannon had a child that passed. What was his biggest regret? I didn't get a chance to spend enough time with my son while he was living. Want to know why? Because you have too many kids. You're not committed to one woman. And I get that people cheat. I get all of that. But hey, listen, before you start having kids, you better want to be married. If you don't, then don't have children. Because it's not about what you want now. So many parents in America want to have kids and don't want to be with anybody, and they impact society. I'm sorry. Okay? You look at a lot of these suburbs. Let's look at Detroit, St. Louis. Go look at where a lot of the crime happens. I can guarantee you where that crime happens at, 98% of the time, there's no fathers there. I can guarantee you. Now, go out to some of the good suburbs where homes are starting off at $500,000 and above. And yes, there are neighborhoods like that in the Midwest. What can I guarantee you? Okay, I can guarantee you one thing. There are fathers there. There are mothers there. Yeah, there's North Philadelphia, Southwest Philly, and then there's Lower Marion, where people are actually married, where schools have a lot of income tax because schools have good funding. They have great teachers, great salaries, great facilities. Why? Because you have men there in those communities contributing to the household. Okay? And I could care less that, Rihanna is a billionaire. We're talking about on average here. Money can't solve the investment that a father gives in somebody's life. And in the black community, we have to get away from it. This is why entertainers, really when it comes to the black family, entertainers need to be shutting up. Seriously. Entertainers are dumb. Okay? And they're speaking from their vantage point. Oh, you got a few dollars. Oh, you got a few chains. Oh, you got a few S curls and some Jordan stuff. Now you want to talk about stuff shut up. Seriously. It's really so bad. And it irks me because these guys don't know what they're talking about. And it's unfair to black kids. They need families and they need commitment and they need a mother that's going to stay with the father for their sake. Yes. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.